You can make anyone fall for you and find you more interesting with one simple psychology trick if you understand and use the decoy effect. The trick this man uses is having two Tinder accounts, a bad one and a good one, making his good account stand out from the rest. You don't believe it works? Let me explain why it does and how you have already fallen for this trick before without realizing it. This man was looking to buy a car and couldn't decide between a $30,000 one and a $40,000 one. He really wanted leather seats, but the cheap car did not have them. The $40,000 car was a little more expensive and out of his budget, but it had the beautiful leather seats he always dreamed of. A salesman approached him and presented a third option. It was a beautiful car for $50,000, but it did not come with the leather seats he wanted. You may be thinking the salesman is dumb for showing a more expensive car that didn't have the leather seats, but what you don't know is that the third car had the function of being a decoy. The seller wanted to sell the $40,000 car instead of the $30,000 one, so he presented a more expensive option without leather seats, knowing that he would never buy it, but it would influence his decision among the two others. This decoy made the customer take the $40,000 car because he saw a more expensive option without leather seats and thought that the $40,000 car with leather seats was an amazing deal. In the same way, this man who isn't handsome nor successful competes on Tinder with people who are not handsome nor successful either. They are equal. Since he cannot edit his profile to appear better looking, because no one would believe it when they see him, he instead creates a decoy account to get more dates. Just like the car salesman added an option that no one would want so that they could choose what he wants, this ugly man created an account on Tinder where he edited his pictures to look uglier. That was his decoy. When women ran into his profile, they had already seen a horrible version of him that they had rejected. When they would see his actual profile, he seemed more attractive and interesting than he really was due to the decoy bringing him up. No one could explain how this man dated women every week, but what they didn't know is that he had added an extra option to manipulate their decision-making and make them choose him. He used the decoy effect to get him to date women who would never look at him otherwise. So the next time you want someone to choose what you want, add an option similar but worse to what you want them to choose. That way your option will seem much better than the other.